Good morning to you all. We are Team 0100, and we'll first start out with a short technical explanation of what our team has come up during this hackathon before we embark on our demonstration. Given the freedom of such a wide problem statement, we'll explore the different means machine learning or artificial intelligence can benefit the society or the industry, and we eventually support upon a food industry as it's a common issue that is all around us and we often turn a blind eye to, the wastage of food. Oftentimes, produce that are overripe are not as visually appealing to consumers, causing them to be left on shelves to spoil where they are thrown away. We propose having an additional screening process implemented by machine learning to identify overripened apples that allows for them to be set aside to be sold at a lower price to consumers with a lower tolerance for fruit preferences, as well as to consumers who are using these apples as intermediate products such as baking and do not place such a high priority on the importance of appearance. This not only reduces the waste generated at the downstream supermarkets, but enables these less appealing markets to be sold, bringing about more revenue to the company. Subsequently, we'll be going through the different tools used as well as the rationale behind the choice of tools. The first tool that we utilize will obviously be machine learning and more specifically convolutional neural network, CNN models to classify fruits. For prototype, the model is trained on classifying ripe apples, rotten apples, and overripened apples due to time and resources constraints. An issue faced in this aspect will be the collection of overripe apple data sets, as most data sets available online are from both extremes. Perfect apples, not apples literally rotten down to the core. As a result of this issue coupled with the other time constraints, we decided to apply data augmentation strategies, which had drawn reference from research papers to increase the amount of training data set the CNN model trains on to allow the model to be well developed as well as to prevent overfitting onto the same data set. This is achieved through image authoring functions that rotates the images at various angles, adjusting the brightness of images as well as blurring of images. Additionally, this method augmenting data helps us in our case whereby the images captured by production batteries vary from location in terms of brightness, positioning, and quality of camera use, as our CNN models are prepared for this type of data. The second tool that we use will be Edge Impulse. With a production plant expected to process large amounts of produce at any time, it is crucial that this implemented strategy to reduce wastage does not influence their production rate, lowering productivity. The ability to easily train edge devices such as phones to with the actual trained machine learning model allows for a much faster response time as the computations will be evaluated on the devices themselves rather than being sent to a backend server, which may result in delays in responding and it may flood the network. Equip the capabilities to reduce the overall size and hence computational requirements of models uploaded into the hardware through various methods such as quantization. It produces similar accuracy rates yet lower computational requirements as compared to centralized machine learning models. The last tool used in our prototype will be the hosting of Edge Impulse over a website application. Having considered the needs of our production plant, which may be handling different types of fruits, it may be more accurate for dedicated trained CNN models to be uploaded to the monitoring system rather than a general CNN model and having a server allow for easy deployment of these new updates to the various monitoring modules. Furthermore, it enables managers to have a better overview of the monitoring system through a consolidated platform which consolidates the number of fruits categorized under each label, allowing for better decisions to be made by top management. We will now proceed on to the demonstration of a prototype.
Moving on to our demonstration, we will be substituting a laptop for a microprocessor. This device will be deployed in sorting factories and supermarkets. Apples will be passed on conveyor belts and the camera on the top will scan the apple. In our demonstration, we are manually scanning the apples, but the device, when fully complete, will be automated and no human intervention is needed. A microprocessor will be scanning the apple from various angles, while an automated arm will be pushing and sorting the apple into its right category. In this demonstration, we are simulating a human arm as a robotic arm to sort the apples.